here. You can find a way to lock up a lot of time here on that P1, P2 a little mixy, but like you said, Top Life, it all comes down to that P3. That's where you can really get it started here on this hard point and really rack up a lot of time if you're able to get the kills, get the row, and you know, hop in that hill. It's going to be mod off the break with the MP40 and 2 go down for the DC Minutemen.
Yeah, Green Bay Ghosts come in with 3-4 down right now to get complete clearance of this early control of this hill right now. As we get down to the 35 seconds mark, you see they got a 15-point lead. These players from DC Minutemen are trying to come through from this beat side and from mid, but as you can see that they're getting takedown. There is player one Mott on a pitch right now. He's looking for one. Let's see if he can find two. Looking for one more. If he gets his last kill, he would have gotten the hill, but there's Zahid right there doing what he needs to do to keep Green Bay Goats to control this hill.
Yeah, and Green Bay Goats looking to get around, 45 to 50 seconds here on this P1. So a really great start for them. DC Minutemen do end up rotating to that P2. They have somewhat of control right now, but the kills keep going in the favor of Green Bay Goats. Jazz trying to push out their side with the MP40 with AR Leafs looking over him. He does have the top boat control. They're going to be all pushing from that cliff area. Going to be the break starting here for DC Minutemen.
And there they go right there. One player came in through the bottom, and that was Robbie, but he finally gets taken down by Leafs. These DC Minutemen, they tried to come through cliff, but there was a good defensive hold by the sides of Green Bay Goats. So now let's see when DC Minutemen spawns up from their spawn. Or what did they try to do? They try to group up again, but you can see that the gunny from the Green Bay Goats right now are just too strong. And DC Minutemen right now are just trying to group up as a unit, as a squad, just so they could push into this hill and try to get this last 20 seconds to scrap team.
Yeah, trying to get the last 20 seconds, a big start for them, 75-7 off the break here. The kills are going in the favor of DC Minutemen for the time being, but they do have the spawns for the Green Bay Goats for that P3, and it looks like DC Minutemen's going to have to make somewhat of a break. We got Mott pushing here at that bottom tank side area, trying to fight this scrap here off the break, but it's going to be Leafs and it's going to be Enzo looking over each other to try to get those kills. Jazz going crazy with that Automaton and Leafs starting off at 7-3, keeping up where he left off on last week. And DC Minutemen going to be spawning so far away. We got Jazz rotating here on the P1 area, trying to just hold it down. And, it's looking to be a lot of time here for the Green Bay Goats on this P3 as well.
Yeah, you can finally see DC Minutemen finally got up to this P1 area. Now they're starting to push in. 2 players up. Sox is looking up. He finally gets one kill. Looking for Lees. He gets him with the pistol. That's a good break right there by the DC Minutemen to get these 22 seconds of time on this hill. The rotation is on right now for both teams. Player 6, he is there. That is Zahid. And he's about to be met up by player 1, who is Mott. Let's see how this battle goes down on this rotation. DC Minutemen was going to get the last scrap time, decided to just give it up and start on the rotation. And there was the win right there by Mott to give DC Minutemen early control of this hill.
Yeah, DC Minutemen can use this hill to find themselves back into this game oh so quickly. If they get a full 60 here, they can find themselves within a 10-point lead. But we know how good Green Bay Goats are at breaking these hills, so let's see where it starts for them. It's going to be on the P1 side. The kills going in the Green Bay Goats' favor off the break. It's back and forth. But with DC Minutemen having those cliff spawns, they're going to be so close. And Green Bay Goats going to be fighting from that P1 side where they're spawning up at. The kills are going in their favor, and with 30 seconds left, this hill looking fantastic for DC right now.
Yeah, DC Minutemen just did a great little hole right now to get in this hill. They're looking like they're trying to get the full 60 on this hill, which looks like may be possible. Green Bay Goats are going to trade one more ticket that's going through the cliff side. And no, he just decided just to hold boat control, hold this green area, give up the last scrap of that time to DC Minutemen. And Green Bay Goats right now are getting ready to set up for this hill. If they get a good hold here, you can see them stretch the lead right back out to where they had it.
Yeah, but here, DC Minutemen are stacked up in this green area. We got 1 in cages and 1 up top. That's going to be Robbie trying to shut this push down. Robbie picks up 2. Leafs takes him down, and the trades are coming in. They see Jazz at that P1 steps area, but he gets a big kill, and now Green Bay Goats kind of have that clearance to hold this hill for the time being. Another push coming in for DC Minutemen, but the nades are going to have to come out, and Green Bay Goats are ready for it to come.
Yeah, they're sitting on the hill right now, Enzo, waiting for one player to peek top boat. right now, and he does see Ray, but Ray just hits him with the beam. That is two players that go down by the size of Green Bay Ghost. They got Jazz. He's the last man up, trying to hold it down for his team to make sure he can hold the line for his team to get there, but he gets taken down. It looks like the rotation is just gonna go ahead and start being made by both teams to this P1 hill to start it off. And when we start this new set of rotations off, it's gonna be DC Minutemen 90, Green Bay Ghost 125.
Yeah, and Robbie playing fantastic off the break here in this first rotation of Hill, starting out at 18-9 with that automaton. Really the X factor here for the DC Minutemen, really allowing them to keep this game close. And now they have this P1 rotation. They are able to get a lot of time here if they can really get these kills. And Sox is able to pick up one, and there's another onto Enzo as well. They're doing a great job of holding the line here, and they can find a lead here if they keep this hill for the remainder of the time.
Yeah, you can see Sox right now just watching their side cliff, just making sure nobody runs up on their beach. He's just looking. She's just looking over that side. Green Bay Ghosts are just running, trying to run through that cliff. You see the first battle 3 steps, but the trades are there, and there is a break right there by the side of Green Bay Ghosts to get the last 12, 13 seconds of this hill to maintain their lead going to this peak hill. But the rotation is on by DC Minutemen.
Yeah, DC Minutemen keeping the game close. And now with that P2 rotation, it looks like they can find themselves a lead here. But they're going to have to hold the line like they did on that P1 as well. Ray up top here waiting for Jazz. He does see him on that ladder. But Enzo going to be challenging from top green as well, and he gets taken down. So there goes the time for DC Minutemen. They are able to secure some time here, and the kills keep going in their favor. It's Robbie, Ray, and Sox trading kills back and forth. Robbie up top here, 23-11 on a 5 streak, looking to get that glide bomb, playing fantastic with that auto, and there he gets it. Still trying to get taken down from the top. He does do so, but DC Minutemen do pick up the lead here, going up by 10 and counting on this Gavudu hardpoint.
Yeah, man, 22 seconds left. You can see them holding control of this hill. There is going to be another break, one more break right here by player Enzo, but he just gets destroyed by Mott. Mott is right now is on this boat, looking for the rotation, looking for Leaves. Leaves gets taken down. DC Minuteman for the second set of rotations. Their gunny, well, it started at the end of the first rotation, but their gunny now is picked up. They finally have shaken off the cobwebs, and they're here. And now you can see that it's a 165 to 142 game. This glide bomb comes from Robbie on to Jazz, send Jazz back to his spawns, and you can see that DC Minutemen now have control of these close back spawns. But here's the heat right here on the flank.
Yeah, Zahid trying to make a little flankarooski here. There are some players in the top radio area, not so sure that they know he's there. Players from DC Minutemen spawning at that bottom P5 area, making kind of a slow push here. Mott finds Zahid. Zahid only able to get one, but now the other kills need to come in for them as well. Ray with one onto Enzo. Last one is on time. That's Leafs. Let's see what he can do here to try to hold the defense here. Ray with the pistol in hand, but Leafs turns around and gets him, but DC Minutemen already on the rotation to that oh-so-important bottom treehouse hill. Mott holding this close corner, and Zahid slides right under him. He's able to get that first kill, which is a solid first blood. Now it might get a little mixy here on this P4.
Yeah, it's P4 is getting ready to get mixy. You can see that all the players from both teams are here. The battles are starting to go back and forth. If you look at the kill feed, it's just green and blue right now. And right now, Ray, he's the currently player on the hill, getting this time for the DC Minutemen. They do got the close spawns if you are DC Minutemen, sending Green Bay Ghosts to this cliff. And you can see Ray right there with a nice 3-piece on cliff, keeping these Green Bay Ghosts back. DC Minutemen at the 30-second mark is up 194 to 169.
Yeah, DC Minutemen really doing a fantastic job here on the P4. It looks like Green Bay Goats will opt to rotate, so that will leave DC Minutemen with the remaining 20 seconds here on this P4. Now, DC Minutemen are forced to break here. Green Bay Goats need to make somewhat of a comeback here. It all starts on this P5 for them. If they can hold down this P5, they will find themselves very close here in this game, but DC Minutemen playing so good here on the second rotation of hills.
Yeah, man, and Ray is just turn it up to a next level right now currently on a 5 streak. They gotta find him. Don't let him get on his streaks. But this hill right now is going in favor of Green Bay Goats right now. You got Zahid, Top Boat, Enzo watching this little sniper tower area. They're doing a great job right now of getting this early control of this hill, not letting DC Minutemen get close as they're just getting kills and trades in their favor.
Yeah, Green Bay Goats are getting a solid amount of time here, but Ray comes in, slides right on in, but Green Bay Goats still have solid control here of the back spawns. They could find themselves a lead here. The lead might change again here in this Gavudu hardpoint. And now if you're DC Minutemen, when you come back off spawn after this push, you might want to focus on that rotation, but it looks like Green Bay Goats are already there.
Yeah, Zahid already got the 1 kill in mid. There's 2 more kills that go in the favor of Green Bay Ghosts. They're gonna get the remaining of the scrap time, and now they're gonna fight the wave of DC Minutemen coming up these stairs. And they take down 1, take down 2, and right now it is a battle won by the sides of DC Minutemen to start off this hill, start this rotation, start this P1 hill.
Yeah, Green Bay Goats are now forced to break. DC Minutemen could very easily win here on this hill. It's going to be coming down to this push here, but the kill's going in DC Minutemen favor. Enzo picks up a big 2. Jas with another one in his favor. That's a huge break for the Green Bay Goats. And now DC Minutemen off spawn are forced to break because this might be the last hill of the game here, Top Life Goon.
Yeah, this might be the last hill of the game, and right now you can tell, you can see the nades, you can see the concussions, you can see everything they got in their bag coming at this hill. Zahid right now, he has a tough battle while he's in that ring area, and he finally wins. His teammate comes to back him up. There's one more player here, and he got to take him out, but he gets taken out. The hill is still in the favor of the Green Bay Ghosts. They only need 10 seconds left to win this hill, and let's see how it's getting ready to go. All the DC Minutemen are getting ready these hills. Enzo is just picking them down. Here comes Jas with the last save, and there is Green Bay Ghosts with the win, 250 to 231.
Green Bay Goats with a huge comeback there on the Gavudu hardpoint. They found themselves down around 60 points there after that P4. They're able to get very much so a lot of that P5 time, and they get the huge break on that P1 as well to cement the game in their favor. In the blue, they don't have matching gear, but they are here. And let's see what they can do here on the offensive end of things. Will be them starting on the offense. Looks like they will be opting for somewhat of a B push here. It looks like the Green Bay Goats trying to hold down that A side. It's only Leafs here on the cross here for the B site.
Yeah, Leafs, he just saw 2. I think he saw 1. He's cooking up the grenade, letting it go over. See if he could cook some of it. I think he got some type of knowledge, information there, but the bomb is down on B. Mott is by this front window. You can see Robbie, he's watching his back. Leafs is the only one over here. Jas now just starting to get top fire. And there is 2 kills that go down, so that making this thing back even 3v3, but now it's the 3. Every time I try to keep up with the kills, I can't. It's 2-2 right now, even lives lead right now.
Yeah, 2v2. It's going to be Mott on that B bomb. Ray rotating to that back storage area, and now Jas and Enzo forced to push this out here. Enzo gets taken down by Mott, leaving Jas in a 1v2 here. He's going to have to get 2 kills in 3 seconds. Not sure he can do so, and DC Minutemen take the first round of Berlin Search and Destroy up 1-0 in the Search and Destroy here.
Yeah, man, it was a great first round by the side of the DC Minutemen. They were making
teams are playing. I mean, that first hard point was so close. Top Life Goon. So we're definitely seeing the Diamond Division really play out to a T here in this map set tonight, but it does look like Green Bay Goats will be going B off the reset. Kind of a similar setup to what we saw as the game ended last round.
Yeah, we looking at Mott's POV right now. As his bottom dock, the stun hit him, so they know he's on docks. He had to back up, play his life. He backed up far enough. We're looking at Robbie, looking at the top fire. They're still in that P2 building, just trying to get some information. They know that player's back docks, but he did back up. Now the bomb is getting closer to this B site, but they are just taking their time to try to make sure they know where these DC Minutemen players are. They can make sure they make a good play.
Yeah, making sure they can make a good play. Mott working his way up to this B bomb site. Enzo trying to wait for any type of push he can see. But as he waits here, DC Minutemen are able to make some sort of a push here. And it looks like Green Bay Goats opting to kind of make somewhat of a rotation here, but DC Minutemen pushed up so far into their base here.
Robbie with the first blood on Zahid. That was a good play, but then there's 2 kills that go right back in the favor of Green Bay Goats. It's a 3-2 life advantage for Green Bay Goats, but the clock is not in their favor. It's starting to tick down. They're trying to get to this B side. They're going to run right into Mott. Mott, they just opened the door on Mott. They know he's here, but they get the kill on him. Good read by Enzo to leave it a 3v1. Bomb is going down. Player 6's Robbie is in this fire area. Let's see how Robbie is going to make this play.
Robbie left in a 1v3 here. Sees maybe one player across that deep side. Probably pretty obvious that they are there. Jas pushing up into that top fire area. He does have somewhat of a line of sight there on the B bomb, but Robbie gets taken down. and Green Bay Goats win the first round off of the reset. The game tied at 1-1 now. A super solid, kind of hold from Green Bay Goats. DC Minutemen were really all up in their, zone there at the P2 area, but they're able to win the gunfights, put Robbie in a 3v1 scenario, and Green Bay Goats able to clean up that round. Enzo with 2 kills in the round and the plant, so super good defensive end from him after he gets that bomb down.
Yeah, we're looking at DC Minutemen right now to start off this round 2. Looking like they're going for an A hit. Green Bay Ghosts have sent 2 players towards this A site. So we're going to see how this battle is getting ready to take place. It's probably going to be 3 against 2 right now. As they getting ready to break towards this A site, he breaks the door, Robbie. Then he backs up. Jazz and leaves. They do get 2 kills to open the round up for the advantages. A 4-2 advantage for Green Bay Goats right now.
Mott is able to pick up that bomb. Left in a 4v2 situation, though, they're going to have to find a pick before they're able to get that bomb down. Robbie and Mott do see Jas there, but it's going to be Leafs coming in from the flank. Mott able to pick up Enzo, but Leafs trading out Robbie, leaving Mott in a 1v3 with the bomb in hand. 39 seconds left. Going to be a tough push here. Leafs doesn't really see him cross back. He may opt to wrap back to that B site. It looks like Green Bay Goats do think that he is still at that A site. He takes down Zahid, and now left in a 1v2, he might be able to get this B bomb plant pretty safely.
Yeah, he's going to this B side. You can see that the rotation is being made by Green Bay Goats. Jazz, he's in fire area. He's in the fire area. You got Leaves going through this P5. Now he's in the back. So now they got him absolutely trapped on this B side. It's going to be up to Mott to try to clutch up, have the ice to try to take down these 2 players. But they are making the play through this front. They're just going to come right through the front door of this B side. And there is the pick by Jazz to get down Mott. Jazz is defusing. He's on the 3 streak. Green Bay Goats are currently up in this match 2-1.
2-1 now for the Green Bay Goats, playing fantastic off of the reset. Jazz on a 3 streak as well. Let's see if he can turn that into something going forward. Still, 4 kills away from that glide bomb, but off the break, he's playing fantastic. And now, DC Minutemen forced to win a defense here. Let's see what Green Bay Goats opt to do. They did go B both times in that first, on the first set of offenses they had. Let's see what they do here.
We're gonna see what they do here. Look like they're going towards this A site right now. They're sending 3 players to this A site. DC Minutemen has just sent 1, and Jazz has spotted Ray. Ray had to back up, play his life. But there is the snipe by Sox on Zahid. Sox just took down Zahid, and there's another player to go down by Mott. DC Minutemen are up 4-2 right now. There's another kill by Ray. It leaves Enzo in a 1v4 by himself on this A site with the bomb in hand.
Enzo trying to get one on the outskirts, but he gets traded out. And there is the round win for DC Minutemen, evening up the game at 2-2. So, close search and destroy here. And, it looks like it's going to turn out to be a good one here, Top Life Goon. Both of these teams playing fantastic. DC Minutemen able to win that defense. And now they find themselves back into this game, sitting at 2-2.
Yeah, it's 2-2 right now. And you can see that they're getting ready to be on this offensive side, DC Minutemen. Let's see where they go. They look like they're going towards this mid. They're going towards mid, pushing it towards B now. Only sending 2. You can see Green Bay Ghosts have a guy pushed all the way up to this P2 building. Let's see if he gets the first fight. And he just barely gets away with his life. But there is 2 kills that go in the favor of Green Bay that push them up to a 4-2 life lead.
Zahid sees Mott on the bomb. He takes him down, leaving Sox in a 1v4 situation. The bomb is down, and Sox with the snipe in hand. Let's see what he can do here. He takes down Lee. Jazz runs in front of him, but he's unable to pick him up. So Zahid getting that bomb defuse in. Green Bay Goats win another defense to go up 3-2 in this Berlin search and destroy. Their pushes are just so coordinated, and the teamwork is just 100% there for Green Bay Goats. And you could see it there in that defense. I mean, Jazz working that back there, jumps over the bullet of Sox. And now, Green Bay Goats back on the offensive end. And the age-old question still remains, what bomb site will they go to, Top Life Goon? It looks like the A didn't work so well for them last time. Let's see if they go back to the trusty B plant for them.
Yeah, we got to see right now where they go back. Look like they're going to A to try it one more time So they're going towards this A side, sending 2 players to it. 1 player watching the alley. He's putting the shots on whoever that is down alley. You see Socks with the sniper right there, just waiting for anybody to come to this B site. And they just got all the players now, DC Minutemen, in this P3 area. While all the players from Green Bay Ghosts are getting closer to this A site. They gotta make a move quick because they don't, they're gonna pretty soon find themselves trapped back here in this corner.
Ray taking down Zahid. Mott takes down 2 in Enzo and Jas, leaving Leafs in the 1v4. He was that island player for the DC Minutemen. He wraps back through this P3 area. All the players think he's coming from the other side. Let's see what he can do here in the 1v4 situation. He can just play kills here. He does see Robbie, and he gets taken down by Robbie. Big kill out of Robbie to take down Leafs there.
Yeah, Robbie just hit a nice kill to even this up to 3-3 for the DC Minutemen in this search and destroy on Berlin. We're just getting some good search and destroy. That was a good kill by Robbie. He had the position to get the kill, and he just took advantage of it, and he got the kill. So now we can see DC Minutemen are now on this offensive side. It's a tie game right now. So let's just see where they go. Is it A or is it B?
Let's see what they do. It looks like they're going back to that A site, and it looks like the only player going that way will be Enzo. So it's going to have to be some sort of a read here. It looks like Zahid trying to maybe work that statue to the secret area, but it doesn't matter because Enzo picks up Socks, and he sees Ray outer, but Ray able to take him down. The bomb getting closer and closer to that A bomb site, but Zahid works his way through secret, taking down Mott. 3v2 situation here for DC Minutemen, and now you're going to have to get the bomb down and get these kills because this is oh so close here in this offensive round.
Yeah, it's close right now. They got 2 players that's close to the bomb. They're just playing it slow because they know they got to get a kill, or they just got to get 1 kill. But now Robbie, he's by himself in the 1v3. The bomb is down by A. I think all of Green Bay knows it, so they're just pointing their guns at this bomb, waiting for him to pick the bomb. They probably saw him pick up the bomb. The play was made. He ran through fire. Just finally just got past Zahid. Now look like he may be working his way to this B site, and he does. He made it to this B site, but they know he's going there. So you can see that Zahid is looking at this fire building, and the bomb now is going down on B.
Gonna have to be a retake here from the Green Bay Goats, but it is a 1v3 situation. Leafs and Jas both working this outer dice area. Jas able to take him down. Big win for the Green Bay Goats to go up 4-3 here in this search and destroy.
Yeah, man, that was a good round. You see 2 players go to the back for the pinch. 1 player go through the front. Catch him going at it. Any side he ran outside the bomb site, they was going to spot him, or no, he was still inside the bomb site. And that was a great round by the Green Bay Goats to go up 4-3 in this search and destroy. Now we're getting ready to go. Now we're getting ready to see them on this offensive side. They could really just go ahead and get a 5-3 advantage here if they can just solidify and get an offensive win.
Yeah, it will be another A hit for the Green Bay Goats. It worked out for them last offense, so let's see what happens here. Leafs able to pick up Ray on that first blood. Sox forced to back up here as they know there is some sort of presence here. Zahid picks up another one onto Robbie from that fire push. So a big start here for the Green Bay Goats in this round, trying to go up 5-4 here, or 5-3 here, which would be a big round for them. Sox has an idea that maybe the bomb's going down, takes down Enzo, but gets traded out so quick, and now Mott left in a 1v3. I feel like it's just a game of 1v3s here. Each round we see one or another, but Mott is able to pick up one, get it closer at a 1v2, but it looks like Leafs is going to be holding the back. Mott takes him down, leaving it to Zahid in the 1v1. Mott not sure exactly where Zahid is. Zahid trying to work that P5 area with 20 seconds left. Mott forced to make a play.
Yeah, Zahid just went all the way around for the P1 to watch it from this tower side. He's gonna watch him as soon as he sticks it. Gonna let him stick it for a minute. Then he's gonna pick it. He does pick it right on time, but he played it good enough to get the win for Green Bay Goats. That was a great play by Zahid. Great play by Mott to know he was there to get away with his life. And there was a round win by Green Bay Goats to go up 5-3 in this search and destroy.
Yeah, that's a big round, Top Life Goon. 5-3 is a solid lead, but it is not a lead you can't come back from. So the DC Minutemen definitely still have a chance here in this game, but the Green Bay Goats looking fantastic. And now on the defensive end, off this reset, it's been really working out so well for them. They find themselves up 5-2 from this reset, but DC Minutemen win that round before the reset, so it is at 5-3 here. Looks like Zahid going to be working this B bomb site. 2 players stacked up in fire. They may be ready for the B hit here from the Green Bay Goats.
Yeah, he sees that he got the read, but he got the read with his stun, but then he instantly got stunned out. He did get the window open. He threw the nade inside the window. There is 2 down for the sides. Green Bay Ghost ends up with 2 leaves with 1 kill onto Zahid, but it's still a 3-2 life advantage for the Green Bay Ghosts, leaving Ray the last one alive in his back area. He takes down 1. It's a 2v1 Ray versus Leaves and Enzo, and Leaves with the kill to give Green Bay Ghosts the win and to go up in the series 2-0.
Yeah, big win there for the Green Bay Goats. They win that game pretty comfortably, sitting at 6-3. It was a little bit close there at times. It was 3-3 at one point, and at that point, the game can go either way. But they really closed out those last 3 rounds. It was Jas, Leafs, and Enzo from the side of Green Bay Goats playing fair, pushed up on that cliff side, and at that point, you really just locked in on all fronts. So that P1 area is so important on the offense and defensive end because you want to find a way through there, but if you're on offense, you cannot let anybody find their way or sneak their way into your big rock area.
Yeah, you can see right now that this Green Bay Goat has decided to defend this A site very well. They got Sox, who's on the A site right now. Last person here, he meets the Heat, and there is a impressive 4 down right there for Green Bay Goat to send all of DC Minutemen back to their spawns right now to try to go at this A site one more time. They do see the Heat on this cliff side where he gets taken down. Now they gotta try to find leaves on top boat so they can start making their way closer to this boat.
Yeah, Leafs just holding this top cliff area. He does see Ray try to peek it, but Ray, oh so smartly runs away. Robbie finds his way to sneak up to this top boat area, takes down Leafs, takes down another one in Zahid, and now the A site, they do have some room to work with here on the A site. Robbie getting shot at from Jas in bottom P5 area, but he sees Enzo at that P1 cut, and he picks up a big 2 there. Robbie off to a 5 streak off the break here, playing fantastic. Let's see what he can keep doing here on this offensive end.
There's some more kills that go in the favor of DC Minutemen. They do have the life lead right now by 5 leaves. Well, 3, 2. That just the exact quick, but they do have the life lead. They do got to try to get to this B side, which is kind of the harder zone to take. But you can see that player 1, Mott, is already in this green area, trying to just trying to work slow for his team so he can work up behind him and start to work the spawn trap.
Yeah, Mott getting in their spawn, seeing what he can do here. 1 player at that close steps area. Zahid looks like he reads that in the back, able to take him down. They had some sort of information on Mott. He gets taken down at that bottom radio area. Now Jas working on this P1 control, but Ray takes him down. The kills definitely still going in the favor of DC Minutemen. They do have that 8 point. They got 54 seconds left. And if they can get to B and maybe get a tick or 2, this is definitely a successful offensive round. But at the end of the day, we know that, you want to start off good on this control. So if you can get an offensive win, that is a big win off the break. But as of now, it looks like DC Minutemen doing a great job of finding their way into Green Bay Goats base.
Yeah, they are in the back right now. It's 3 down for them. That's 3 down for them, but then 2 goes down. So since 2 players by this spot, but Mott does make it to this time for the DC Minutemen to stop the clock right now. Let his team trying to get kind of close. He's got to get his kill on Jas. This would be a big kill on Jas, but he happens to not get the kill. But Robbie has his back. Robbie made it all the way to the back. Now he got to find player 7. That's the Heat. So he takes down Robbie, and there is 2 down for the side of the DC Minutemen to start this clock and to clear that tick on the beat.
Yeah, Green Bay Goats get a solid sweep of kills there. They are unable to get that tick onto B, so if DC Minutemen can't make it back to that B point, this was a solid round win for the Green Bay Goats. But on the side of DC Minutemen, you're not too upset about it either. You get that A point. You're unable to get anything onto B, but, that A point, sometimes it's even hard to get that A point top life goon. So definitely a big round for them. Green Bay Goats end up winning that round up 1-0 in this Voodoo control. Let's see what they can do on the offensive end. This Green Bay Goats team, it's a solid roster, so I bet they have some interesting strats here on the Voodoo control. We've seen some more teams even hitting that B point off the break, so let's see what we get here out of Green Bay Goats.
Yeah, let's see what we get here from the Green Bay Goats. Are we going to see them try to do that B side? Just try to get control of ring, get the battle, win the battles of ring, and then start pushing to that B side. Looks like Jazz is going to be the lone player trying to get ring control as they send 2 players to this A site.
Yeah, Jas with a player below him on that cliffside. Not sure he knows, but he finds his way through Mott. That's going to be Mott pushing into their spawn. Leafs trying to get onto this A point right now. Robbie up top. Leafs tries to sprint, but he gets caught sprinting by Ray, so it's going to shut down his 4 streak. Robbie and Mott really frying off the break here of this game. Ray taking down 1 in Zahid. They might be able to get the spawn trap going if they can take down player 5, but Jazz, definitely a hard player to kill at that boat area. He takes down 1, takes down 2. He is unable to get 3, but 2 might have been enough to really thwart that pressure from the DC Minutemen. And now with Green Bay Goats and that ring control, they might be able to find some sort of a push here on the A or B site.
Yeah, they're starting to get ring control. The first player up right now is Mott, and Mott gets a kill before he gets traded out by Jazz. They still do have ring control, but you can see that BC Minutemen have made the read to try to transfer back over to this B site. They got player 3, but Lees did get behind him to make the play. Lees with 2. Lees can find his 3rd kill. He can get open control for his team, but there is Mott shooting him right through the fence. But he gets traded out by Enzo. The DC Minutemen do have a 2-life lead, and there is only 17 seconds left in the rest of this match.
12 seconds to go. They need to make some sort of a play here on the A or B point. They don't have a singular tick here, and that's definitely a tough situation if you are the Green Bay Goats, especially with DC Minutemen. That's going to be 3 ticks in their favor off the break of this control. And tied 1-1, Green Bay Goats are going to have to play fantastic on the second offensive end for them, or else DC Minutemen are going to find themselves with the defense in that round 5.
Yeah, man, I don't know what just happened with Green Bay Ghosts. They couldn't get the kills, but you can see the gunny for DC Minutemen stepped up, not letting them get on none of these points. They ain't letting them not even get 1 tick on neither, which is a great defensive hold of your DC Minutemen. And with the game playing with ticks, that's just what you needed.
Yeah, that is definitely what you needed. DC Minutemen could find themselves a control win if they can keep this up here. Looks like they're going to go toward that B hit. This is what we were talking about, Top Life Goon. We got 4 DC Minutemen players at that A, but 2 kills come in for Jas. It's a good shutdown out of Jas with that automaton. Mott trying to find a way to maybe sneak his way some kills here. He picks up Leafs, but now it's going to be Enzo holding down that B site. The A site is somewhat open, so they might be able to find themselves a way onto that site, but it's going to have to be some pressure here from the Green Bay Goats if they want to hold the DC Minutemen back. Mott playing fantastic with that SMG automaton combo, starting off 12 and 6 for the DC Minutemen, playing fantastic. Zahid is here on that A hold, though. DC Minutemen not finding themselves any sort of, push here off the break.
Yeah, DC Minutemen, he's holding down ring as long as he can. He's waiting for his teammates to push up, trying to get closer to this boat hill right here. They are getting the kills right now for the side, the DC Minutemen, as they finally get a player who did jump on this A site to start capturing this A site where he finally jumps off to go to secure top boat, but he gets taken down by Jazz. Jazz with a nice 2-piece, and he's still alive, 3-piece with the kill with the pistol. Jazz is just turning up right now, using every gun he has right now. Keep these players back. Green Bay Ghosts have a 5-life lead, and the time is only 11 seconds right now.
This would definitely be a successful defense here from the Green Bay Goats. They are spawn trapping the DC Minutemen quite well here on this second defense. So they do find themselves on the B point, but it's only 1 player. It's going to be Sox. Jas wrapping back to try to maybe get that kill here. He takes him down, and that should be the round for the Green Bay Goats. Big round out of them. Big bounce back defense there to go up 2-1. And now I think it all comes down to this offense here, Top Life Goon.
Yeah, this offense right here is going to be big for the size of DC. Well, I think Green Bay Ghosts is going to be on offense. So they can win this offense. They can win the match 3-0, but if not, we'll just see what round 5 has to offer right now. Right now, it looks like it may be even with the ticks, but the lives do look like they're going in the favor of Green Bay Goats. That may be the second determining factor of, what side you get.
Yeah, it will be the determining factor. It's going to have to be a big offense out of Green Bay Ghosts to to really get that defense, but it looks like they were ready for the B push out of Green Bay Goats. Jas playing outer ring. He's on a 6-3, one away from a 7 and that glide bomb, but Mott coming up behind him. He sees Enzo, he sees Jas too, but not sure he saw him. He got that last little leg, but he is able to take him down. Green Bay Goats are getting the kills though now. Enzo already running rampant in the Green Bay Goats spawn. Mott able to take him down, but Green Bay Goats able to get that A control for now, for the time being. They get one tick, but Leafs is still here in that top green area.
Yeah, Leafs is top green, keeping them back in their spawns, letting his team push up to get to this A site. And that's just how you got to play it. As your Leafs, as this A site is starting to tick off, it's got a minute and 5. They stop the clock. They have a 5-life lead. And Leafs is still just being a nuisance for them. They just don't. He's just in this green area, and they just can't find him until Sox finally just takes him down.
Yeah, Sox with a big kill onto Leafs, but Green Bay Goats able to pick up that A point. And it all comes down to this top life, Goon. These teams tied in ticks for the time being. Let's see what Green Bay Goats can do here to try to get any sort of tick on that B point. Robbie holding down that mid-tank area. Leafs on top of it. 3 Green Bay Goats players in this bottom boat area, trying to wait, see if they can get any sort of pick here to start a push, and there it goes. That's Leafs onto Robbie, looking to get another one on that top green area onto Sox, but the push comes in. We got 2 players in the top green area. That's Enzo and Zahid, but Mott coming behind Leafs to pick up one. He could really break up this push here if he plays it right.
Yeah, you see Jas, he's on top third. He's looking for him. He's turned around, but he's finally just couldn't find him, so he turned around. Mott is still streaking right now on a 6-20 and 9 before he finally gets founded out by Jas. Stop him before he gets the glide bomb. Jas is on his top third boat before he finally gets taken down. It's a 4-life lead for Green Bay Goats. They are on this offensive side. They got to get to this B side. They got a minute and 5 seconds left. It is possible. They just got to start getting these kills and start moving up. Every 3 to 4 kills, they got to start moving up a little bit by a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happens if the game is tied in ticks, top life, Goon. What does it go toward? I'm assuming it goes toward that kill. So, Green Bay Goats, if they keep their killing up, it might be a Green Bay Goats defense here, because they picked up A. DC Minutemen were able to pick up A in their first offense as well, so they are tied right now. Ray is pushed up in the spawn, though. This could spell disaster for the Green Bay Goats if they're not able to play this right. And they're all stuck in their spawn here, top life. They might be forced to play kills here, but Ray on a 4 streak doing what he can to keep the Green Bay Goats in their spawn here.
Ray's setting up a spawn trap right now. Ray finally gets founded out by Enzo, but his teammates are right here to have his back. DC Minutemen have pushed up. They have started the spawn trap. 2 do go down for the side of DC Minutemen, but they still have player 2, Robbie, who is still here as the cutoff man. You can see Green Bay, they're just tired to just leave it alone. They're not moving no more, not giving up any more lives, and just going to see what happens for this round 5.
Yeah, very interested to see which team has that defensive end. Voodoo control going to the 2-2 side. Final round of the game. As you see, let's see who has the defensive end. It will be the Green Bay Goats. They find themselves with the defense, so it looks like they had the life lead. Since the ticks were tied, they get that defensive end, so a big turnaround for that Green Bay Goats squad. Let's see what they can do here. DC Minutemen forced to win an offense to keep their series hopes alive.
Yeah, they're going towards this A site right now, sending 3 players. Leafs does get the first blood. Mott gets another kill on the Jas. You can see Enzo with the kill right there onto Mott, and there is a 3 down for the size of Green Bay Goats to have this life advantage right now to start off this 5th round of control.
Yeah, it's going to be a Green Bay Ghost player. That's Leafs here on that A point to try to hold it down. He sees Sox there at that bottom side area playing his life for a little bit, but it's going to be Enzo pushed up into their big rock area as of now. If Green Bay Goats are able to get these kills, it might spell disaster for the DC Minutemen, but DC Minutemen picking up a lot of kills here. They might be able to get this A point if they're already so stacked. The ticks are going up so fast, but the kills coming in from the side of Green Bay Goats. Mott and Ray, the last one left here in this A side area. Let's see what Jas can do to kind of shut this down.
Yeah, but he gets taken down by Mott. There's 2 chicks of progression on this A site right now for DC Minutemen, so it's starting off pretty good. Almost got 3rd tick, but there is still 2 players here. They do got a player who snuck himself to this B site to start capping this B. This A was almost secure, but Zahid, came in with the kill. Shots are being put on Zahid, but he gets away with his life. Mott is currently chasing them. Sock is on this B site still, and they finally got 2 players up on this B site, but one gets taken down. So DC Minutemen is starting off this offense. Even though they're down by 1 life, dude got almost 2 ticks progression on to B and they almost got 3 on A.
Almost gotten that A point and the B point at the same time. We got Jas looking over Enzo here. Enzo going to be contesting that A point, just trying to play his life for as long as he possibly can. It looks like DC Minutemen are picking up that A, and now they're double stacked onto B. They could win this offense right here, Top Life Goon.
They could win it right here. It's going to take Jas, first player up, to get some kills, but he does get the catch. 3 down for the size of the Green Bay Ghosts to get them off, and there was what Green Bay Ghosts needed to get DC Minutemen off, to clear that last tick off, to make them try to push again from their spawns, and player 6 leaves. He's up on this ring control right now, on a 2 streak, right now, actually currently on a 4, and now all DC Minutemen have to go through these players from Green Bay Go, who's pushed up at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, DC Minutemen with 9 lives to go. They need to find a way to get that A point, but Enzo and Zahid got a solid crossfire there on the P5 area. Big kills for them, and they are still pushing that boat side, but it's going to be Mott and Robbie, the last ones alive for the DC Minutemen on that side, and the life counter going down so fast for the DC Minutemen.
They only have 5 lives left, man. One more life left. It's only going to be one more time to get at this hill, but Robbie says we're going to keep this life to make it 5 to 10, 5 to 9 right there by Ray. And you can see Lee's, he's right here watching this little P1 cross. We're looking at Mott. Let's see if Mott can get the kills of Heat. He does get the kills of Heat. So now it's 4 to 8. So DC Minutemen only has 1 more time, each player, to get to this hill. They have 26 seconds left to try to get there, and it's a 3 to 7 lead.
Yeah, Mott and co working that spawn. With only 2 lives left, though, they're going to have to do it all themselves. Mott gets taken down, and now Sox, the last one alive for the DC Minutemen, picks up 2. 1v4 here for Sox. Hops on that A point, but Leafs with the glide bomb. That's going to do it for the Green Bay Goats. Leafs picking up that glide bomb on their last life. So, a big glide bomb out of them to kind of shut that push down. Zahid and Enzo, it started there for them on that outer boat area, kind of shutting down that first push from the DC Minutemen, and after that, there was really nothing else they could do to get those ticks in from that